Good morning. Welcome in, guys. Philip, Boring Dragon, Wilbur, Undo. Are you a wizard yet? I am. Joe, welcome in. Hope you guys are doing well. Whew. Exclamation mark tweet if you want to help out, guys. Thank you, Tiki. Appreciate that. Welcome in. Friday! Yeah, that it is. That it is. Alright. Good morning, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your host, Michael TheDarkLaw, and say welcome to another episode of The Darkness here on Twitch. It's Friday, chat. It's the weekend, thank God. I mean, thank God if you work through the week or whatever. Welcome in, guys. It's the 10th February, 23. Hope you're all doing well. Welcome in, guys. Villet, Boring Dragon, Wilberg, Undo, Joe, Two Stone Critics, 07C did. Mendes Hexadecimal, yeah. I've actually got a bracket that reminds me it's Joe, because obviously even I would forget that one, to be honest. Maybe not actually, just now. I could probably actually remove it. But welcome in, everyone. And yes, Undo, we are a wizard yet. We've been playing Hogwarts Legacy past 2 days in the sort of like bonus streams, which are like Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, or bonus streams in the evening. But yeah, in two days we clocked like 19 hours, which is fucking nuts. Like, so today playing some Star Citizen. We're playing Star Citizen over the weekend because obviously possibly gonna go open PT today. We'll see how it goes. But the moment Star Citizen, like, because again, we still got weeks until it goes to live, I think. So whilst we got that, the moment that Star Citizen gets a little bit dry, I'm gonna go straight over to Hogwarts and keep playing it. Oh, the moment they go to, live, or sorry, open, Ondo, it's gonna be crazy, dude. It's gonna be so buggy. Like, Pez is going to shit the bed, but they have to do that to actually get the, what's it called? The information, and just like that, so. Aye. We are 67% through getting the Road Podcaster. I appreciate everyone who is gifting on that one. Thank you so much. And obviously, I've got this now changed where it goes up and down depending on what scene, but we're working towards going to CitizenCon this year as well. With open and live, it's going to be 100 times that. Oh yeah, yeah. That's why again I'm happy to play Hogwarts, right? Because listen to this one, right? Have you guys seen the roadmap for Free 19? It's pretty empty, right, Ondo? So this is what I think CIG should do. I think they should keep Free 18 into PTU, add Free 19 to PTU, test both of them together, then wipe everyone in April for Invictus. And don't wipe anyone until then. Don't bring out live. Literally just fully open PTU test from whenever with Free 19 added, because it doesn't add very much from what they've listed so far, and then just roll it out that way. That's what I would do if I was CIG. Because that would give like 2 solid months of testing PES out before releasing it to live environment. And everyone can download PTU, you know, and play around with things and wipe their accounts and do all that sort of stuff. But we'll see where they go. They probably have a schedule that they have to actually keep to and all that jazz, but I feel that would be sort of like the best way they could do it. And stuff like that. However, they released the Valentine's Day stuff, which is pretty cool. I finally got myself a Scorpius. I've not upgraded. I got myself a Heartseeker as well. Just in case, this Super Hornet is actually pretty good for release, or when it comes out at like upgrade and stuff, like 4.0 and jazz like that. The way I look at always with my ships is anything like under sub cap, I would probably farm when the game actually comes out. Yeah, I got 2 arrow skins, which look really good from what I've not actually seen them in game yet, so we're gonna check that out later today as well. But yeah. I got an Ion as well, just for testing, so that means Ion, Scorpius, testing, PTU, which is good, because they were 2 ships that I couldn't test, unless people generously sent me their PTU money. So we've got that, which is going to be really good. Ion Yuck, shut up, 2 stone. Ion is amazing. With 2 wingmen, like the day me, Salty, Space Kitten, and Fresh were flying at Xenofret and they were backing me up in the Ion, dude, we were clapping everyone. Those guys would go after the lights and then they would get like fighters off me, clap them, and then we would absolutely decimate the big ships. Nah, dude, Ion is fucking good, man, with those type of guys with you. Really, really good ship. Much better than the Inferno, I think, you know. Yeah, exactly, Ondo, exactly. If you actually use it right, the Ion is disgustingly powerful. It's so fast, it's super tanky, and it can deal out a shit ton of damage if you get the crap off you. Like, I was literally face tanking turrets and clapping whilst Fresh and Salty are just fucking blap 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 completely. The gunners are like, kill the Ion, you know? Yeah, well that's always what the ship was designed for, 2 stone. You should never be flying around an Ares platform solo, I feel. Yo, Nixie, how you doing, dude? Why are you looking all sneaky? Eh? You been good? Yeah. Yes, good boy. Don't annoy Nova, because he will bite you if you piss him off. Hey, Reaper, how you doing? Like, the Ares should never be solo. I would never use the Ares solo. But with Wingman, it's fucking god tier. Like, it's super good. Let me, go to that. Get a bit of a chill in here. It's the same with like the Scorpius and stuff. Scorpius and Hurricane, if you actually have a wingman protecting, so it's like a 3-man team, that's really, really good. Super cool. Anyway, so we've got a Scorpius, we've got an Ion, and stuff like that. It works out where I don't know what to. Like, I got a Heartseeker, so I'll upgrade that. I generally. I don't know where I will go with certain things. Like, I don't know if I'll keep the Hurricane and Scorpius, so I've not really upgraded them to LTI just yet. I could. We'll need to see. I'm kind of hoping that they'll bring out like another sort of medium heavy fighter like that that's from Crusader, because I really like the look of the ships. Like smaller Ares with a top turret like a Hurricane. Not the size 7 obviously. That would be really cool. Anyway, got plenty of stuff to test. Yeah. And like I said, I've got a Heartseeker now, LTI, because it's classed as a rare ship, so fuck it. Might as well. So I still have, like, a few things. I got buybacks as well, if I ever need to upgrade. We got Inside Star Citizen to watch. Yo, Jace, how you doing, dude? How's things with you, bud? Been causing trouble? I saw that shit with you and Cutlet. Dude, that was funny as fuck, man. I like how Salty Mike was like, oh, cringe, they fucking killed our soft type. Of course. Get you the fuck off the field. You know? Don't want to be targeting your fucking shitty Corsair. The fuck? Dude, I burst into laughter because Mordor goes in, oh, they're in the Cutlass Blue. We can kill them in our fucking Corsair. One fucking missile to the engine, clap. Oh no! We're out of control! Get a fucking reality check, morphologists! You and Salty Mike, not in a million years can take on Cutlet and Jice. Get the reality check, get back to making funny fucking videos. Alright? No Avenger 1 fucking training's ever going to get you up to speed. Oh, it was good shit, man. It was really good shit. I burst into tears. Setting them into a hard def cringe as fuck. Dude, like until CIG make it a reason to not hard def people, you hard def people. It's so good, man. I like, no joke, I think I watched that short so many times. Went from like serious face, like we can actually fucking kill this shit, to 5 minutes later, dead, you know? Still ads. Alright, okay. Alright. Well, you can watch back in the VOD. Right. Right, boys. Right. Let's get Inside Star Citizen hooked up. Alright. It's time for one of our reactions. Let's get rid of all this. Oof. Look at that. That's a good... Should I make that smaller? I'll leave it like that. Freedom! Anyway, guys, we're gonna watch Inside Star Citizen. So let me just get prepped here. Okay! This Inside Star Citizen is called Interior Design Journey to 4.0. 2 years from now. Whenever it actually releases. 30 minutes long, so a bit less than last week's one. But let's dive into it, boys. Let's dive into it. And we'll quickly get on with the game.
This week, it's another Journey to 4.0 special, where we jump farther ahead and take a look.
Alright, well, first of all, why are you not seeing that feed? Alright. We're gonna probably have to do that again. Oh, shit. That's because I deleted that file. Alright. That's because I deleted something for... What's it called? Alright. Okay, take 2. Interior design. Star Citizen. Inside Star Citizen. Journey to 4.0. Couple of years. Had to redo it because I don't have the scene ready to go. Hopefully, now the scene should work. There we go. That's how we do it, boys. We get it good. How you doing, Chief?
Look at work scheduled to make its persistent universe debut in the upcoming 4.x branch.
What we do is quick
This week, it's another Journey to 4.0 special, where we jump farther ahead and take a look at work scheduled to make its persistent universe debut in the upcoming 4.x branch of release. And this week, we're proud to bring Star Citizen art director Ian Leyland back to share with us a first look inside the buildings of Star Citizen's landing zones.
Fidelity.
So building interiors is something we've always wanted to do, you know, because of...
I have to say, right? Out of all the games I've played in my life, I would have to say that all 4 cities that we so far have in Star Citizen are just incredible.
You know, we've had cities in the game for a while. We have many cities, we have many buildings. Therefore, we could have many interiors. It's a perfect opportunity to put in a lot of play space. Now, with the players...
Does anybody get like an Asian theme with Orison? I kind of feel like Orison is kind of like feng shui kind of...
Flying around these buildings, they've been largely urban landscapes, fairly
kind of
uninteractable.
Style,
you know, we've done a few landing pads too.
However, like here when you see ArtCorp from the scene, this looks very much like Singapore as well, though.
Get the players in and out there, but really the real good stuff was on the inside. So up until now, we've been on the outside wondering about the inside, and today we're going to talk about the inside, looking outside.
Journey to I've said this once, I'm gonna say it again. I freaking love how they have this Journey to 4.0 font. I really, really like it. It's the cherry blossom, yeah. It's very Japanese sort of.
All right, so we're building interiors. The way in which we approach the concept development, now this was just a pure blue sky ideation phase, and the idea was to create inspirational material to use that as a content to inspire conversations, to find out what do we want to do for the game, what is cool for...
This guy reminds me of Phil Collins. He's got the same sort of like round head, you know, expecting to bust out on a piano.
The game.
I can hear howling in the air.
And use that as the initial springboard for the conversation. So
this
what we'll be looking through here is a presentation of blue sky ideation, primarily used as a springboard to start conversations with Chris, with the design director, the game director, to understand
the best color.
what do we want to put in the game, what could be cool for the game, and we use that as that initial inspiration point. So when we're talking about building interiors, how could we start to break that down? So right off the bat on the top, it's the rooftop spaces. So these would be the...
Dude, if they are about to show that they're going to have inside skyscraper stuff, I'm going to lose my mind. Staircases, lifts, like Warzone kind of stuff with the pulley system and your FPS inside. Oh my god, that would be so good. Yo, Evolved, thank you very much for that raid, dude. You're just joining us on a reaction of Inside Star Citizen. Welcome in, guys. I appreciate that. There's no alerts, but I see your chat. Thank you, guys. Hey, Miss L, good day. Thank you so much for that, dude. I hope you're having a good stream. We're going to continue on, guys, because obviously this recording goes to YouTube, but I hugely appreciate that, dude. Hope you are really, really well. And guys, go on, my guys, please drop follow on Evolved Gaming. Awesome, dude. Yeah, I'm doing very well. Thank you, guys. Let's continue on.
The primary access points for the player. Then just below that, the maintenance spaces. These could be industrial or technical.
Are they going to show it? Are they gonna...
Also, we can have residential. So residential could be entire building blocks, so it could be a proportion. Then after that, we've got commercial.
Dude, could you imagine if there was like hours of content in one building? Looting, FPSing, maybe even it was like taken over by xenomorphs or something like that, you know. He has returned to returns rage. You did him? Ah, right, cool. How are you doing, Flame Moment? Repairing stuff, yeah. Like it's kind of cool to think that even if you're somebody in Star Citizen that doesn't want to fly around and do stuff, you could have like content in one building, right?
So these could be shopping, it could be offices, it could be social.
You're not hyped?
And then at the bottom, obviously, we've got lobbies. Now, these also could be access points for the player. For example, if you're inside Area 18, the player can get access to it there.
I love the flying around.
And then lastly,
but
we've got the
also...
underground. Now, these could be...
I know a lot of people who just want to do the FPS inside, you know. I'm doing very well, Master. Doing well. We're just doing a quick reaction for YouTube on interior design inside Star Citizen, so we're trying to chug through this as fast as we can and then get into some PTU gameplay.
Interesting as a connector space between buildings. So maybe you've gone in through one building, you go down, and it could bring you through to another part of a building. Let's start with rooftops. Now, up until now, we've largely designed our cityscapes to be more of a...
Why does the concept look so much better than what we have?
A backdrop to the landing zone. We have the social space generally in the middle, and then the cityscape goes around it. And they've been designed to give the best composition, to be interesting to fly around. But we've not really thought about designing these buildings from the inside out. So what we're looking at here is...
Holy, yeah, okay, this is not Microtech. Damn! That's giving me a lot of, like, Dread vibes of, like, the mega city kind of stuff, you know, where everyone lands on one building type deal. Oh, this is actually an ArcCorp, right? This is ArcCorp. Give or take. Just because of that red building, red spire on the right. And what's that ship down there to the right? That looks sick. It looks like a beefed up Argo. The one above the Pisces. Look here. This one here. That looks like a giant Argo. Like Argo Cargo. It's a Larval? How is it Larval with the ArcCorp spire? You sure?
There is some potential concepts for what could be interesting landing spaces.
I feel like this is ArcCorp,
that drives the architecture of the building.
Not Larval.
With landing pads, it doesn't necessarily need to be on the top of the building. It could be, you know, halfway down or lower. So imagine, you know, you're in the lower parts of the city, and then we'd open up these additional play spaces. And as you can see here, it's not just the landing pad, it's the gameplay space that goes along with it too. Now, it doesn't necessarily need to be a single building. Imagine there is a network hub that services like a few different buildings. So what we're looking at here is maybe like a
oh, is this what they're planning to do for the ArcCorp update for the landing zone? Because that place is a piece of shit. Ooh, look at that. Little Cutlass landing there. Oh, that would be really, really cool. If you could go into different buildings and like terminals and stuff like that. Transit hub where the player
could land, get on some transit, and then that would lead to some buildings. Okay, so maintenance spaces. So these could be really interesting in terms of player interaction.
Yeah, see, this is where you could have like aliens, xenomorph type of shit, you know, derelict sites where you're going in, you've got the clanking metal, dripping water, you know, freaking people out, like blinking lights. So as you're going down, Two Stones, like I love tactics and stuff, going down, you got your flashlight on, it's blinking lights, you got shit crawling up on the walls, you know, just to, you don't even need to interact with it. It's just basically, it's moving around, it's scuttling, right? Like spiders or something like that, right? Just to freak the player out. So as you're going down, you're like, you got a mission on your mobiGlass for loot. The copium is real in this one. and you're just going in, and they just basically do stuff to completely freak the psych out of the player. That would be amazing, I think. With the big pipes, the metalwork, the clankiness, drips, you know, everything that you get like on industrial, like if you're on like an oil platform, right? The sort of bending of the metal, the screeching of everything.
You know, they could be dealing with the power or the maintenance.
Anybody remember old Rainbow Six games? That's what you used to get in these ones.
Of the building. And then also you could have technical spaces. So these would be more for technicians. It could deal with the...
I'm getting like Umbrella, Resident Evil vibes from this shit though.
Data or the communications. And what we're looking at here is potential some, you know, gameplay puzzles where the player has to work their way inside the main operation booth.
That would be cool. See, that like this is cool for the people that I know that want to get into Star Citizen, but there's no FPS gameplay for them. This is good for them. For me, who is a pilot and a dropship, this is me. I'm like this, guys. How far are we? Oh, we're only into the residential area. It's like, oh, for fuck's sake, just sitting there waiting, fucking doing absolutely nothing. You
so
know?
Moving on to residential. So there's a huge amount of potential here. What we wanted to do with residential is two things. One, explore investigating
like
the potential player housing. There. So with that, we want to be able to create a variety of interior layouts. And also we want to explore a variety of...
Cool. Look at that. Not sure about the big tank inside the room, but
architectural styles. So when we're looking at potential housing layouts, we wanted something fairly modular.
I like the sunken
in a way
floors.
In which we could create a variety of combinations. So whether it's living spaces or...
Yeah, I really like this sunken living room. Because you see the ramp back here, and then it goes up. You've got storage or a kitchen table there, but then you come down the little ramp into the sunken thing. Yeah, I like that.
Habitation spaces or social spaces. And also here we're looking at, we want the place to eventually be able to populate
We'll see.
the player-owned habitation. So you see here like a first indication of how, you know, the sort of dressing styles that you'd be able to do.
Lounge.
Outside of something that's fairly utilitarian, we also want to do something that's...
That is a ginormous bed. Like, that could fit like 5 people.
Be fairly high-end. So here we're just exploring some ideas about what a space could feel like on a different architectural style.
That's cool.
And more generous windows, you know, interior spaces dedicated to more than just... habitation. And these would be focused on other landing zones. So imagine you come across these in Area 18 or...
Now there's dread shit, right? That's definitely giving off like the dread vibes. Multiple levels, you have like shops on certain levels, stuff like that. And then there's just, you know, knocking somebody out, tractor beaming them, pushing them out into the center and just going woo, all the way to the bottom.
Could be when we come to Terra.
That'd be pretty cool.
And also, like I said, it could be informing future player-owned habitation architectural sets. Now, outside of the living quarters, there's also the social spaces just outside. And we want these to be more than just the corridors that we're seeing in the game right now. So these could be multi-layered.
I like that fireplace. I don't like the sort of other stuff, though. It's just... Ooh. I don't know what CIG's obsession of is gold. Gold really is cheap. I don't know why everything has to have gold.
Social spaces, and these could also inform advanced traversal routes for the player to be able to get inside these habitation rooms. So as we're talking through various architectural styles, what you're seeing here is just a collection of ideas, a collection of architectural intent.
I do like them.
Create like a palette or a mood that will inform.
Also getting what's that thing in Mass Effect called? Mass Effect 1, 2, and 3. It's the Citadel. Is it called the Citadel? I'm getting that kind of vibe with this sort of stuff as well, you know, just this big spire of levels and different places like that. I mean, look at this. This is nuts.
Art style and gameplay opportunities. So outside of residential, we're moving into the commercial area. So what this means is it means we can look at areas that are more gameplay focused outside of player habitation. So when we're talking about these could be office blocks, these could be corporate owned. Inside here, there could be corporate wings, there could be manufacturing.
All right, it's gone from like an hour kind of content to a whole day inside a building content. Yo, Strongbeard, how you doing, dude?
Manufacturing, there could be office spaces. And what we try to think about with these, it's more than just a flat room. There should be advanced reversal, it should be multi-tiered. So outside of the commercial offices, we've also got like restaurants and bars. So what we're looking at here is a pretty cool...
So, hear me out in this, chat, right? I know everyone wants to have multiple solar systems and all that jazz, but I kind of feel like if you made a lot of these buildings in different locations, I don't think you really need anything more than one solar system. If you start making the game full of depth like this, you know?
Cool, like skyline bar in Lowville, that could be fun. But also in restaurants, Chris always described the idea of really high-end restaurants in the game where you can get access to food choices that isn't available anywhere else. So right at the foot of the building, we're going to start talking about the lobby. So as I said before, these are going to be access points to the player, but also we can do more than just a standard foyer that we're seeing in the game right now. So this sort of space we're seeing here is, imagine there's an underground transit network, and that transit station feeds a network of building lobbies. So these could be social spaces, these could be really good combat spaces. They could have access to mini restaurants or bars or facilities. And we're just showing that in a variety of art styles. So one's a fairly low end, one could be fairly high end, but the infrastructure is the same. So as we're exploring...
My only concern with this is really, really fucking cool to even think about. I'm trying to imagine the building, the gameplay. You're literally spending the day inside a mega city tower kind of thing. My only issue with all of this that we're seeing is, how long does it take to make one building? And are you going to set up algorithms to randomize it? And how many years do we have to wait for the algorithm to do this to take away the time? And is it going to look repeated in different buildings and stuff like that? Is there only going to be one building on ArcCorp, one building on Microtech that you can do this in? Because if that's the case, why not just put them in a different location, right? You see where I'm going with this, is that as cool as this is, and I'm all for this type of gameplay, I'm also looking at it that I might as well start cryogenicking my fucking nuts, because I ain't gonna see this shit if it takes another like 4 or 5 years to build, right?
Art style opportunities. This then drives where it would be appropriate. So some would be more appropriate in someone like Area 18. Yeah. Some would be more appropriate in someone like...
Now, if they are able, hear me out on this, if they're able to take current assets that they've already got and they can quickly like build it up inside, then I'm all for it. If it's only a team dedicated to do this and that's all their job, I'm all for it. But if you are taking away people from doing stuff around the game or like around the universe, right? That's my only worry with it. How long will this take? Does it take away resources from other gameplay loops? When are we likely to see this? Because they also say this is Journey to 4.0. Interior design, Journey to 4.0. Now, my fear is that they said that they wanted to get Pyro and 4.0 out at the end of this year, which is a load of shit. It's not going to happen. Chris Roberts, as usual, memeing about giving dates that he shouldn't do. It's in the 10 for chairman, whatever, letter from the chairman at the end of last year. Oh, we'll have Pyro out by the end of December, whenever it is, ha ha ha. No, it's not. It's definitely going to be next year, I feel. But if this is part of the journey to 4.0, then they must be a little bit further along than just concept, right?
Horizon, and obviously some would be more appropriate for future landing zones like Odessa or Prime. And also when we're talking about...
He just mentioned Prime. Terra Prime, right? They call it Terra Prime, I think. This is 4.0. Yeah, I know. That's the thing that excites me, but also worries me. You know? How far along? They are combining 3.18 to 3.19 as well. That's fine. I'm completely fine with that, if they do that.
Lobbies, again, what we're trying to do is we're trying to describe multi-level...
As long as it's out when I'm retired, I'll be okay. Gotta do something whilst in retirement. Yeah, true.
Traversal spaces. So in these illustrations, you're seeing a variety of routes to then help inform the initial conversation with level design. Now, finally, we're going to talk about the underground. Now, this is, I think, one of the coolest spaces. So rather than just focusing on the positive axis of the building, we're going to look at the underground. Now, what this does, it means we can access a whole area of play space that doesn't need to be contained inside the building. So within a lobby, we want the player to start to traverse down into these spaces, and these could be underground transit networks. They could be abandoned underground transit networks.
Look how fucking big this place is.
This then could drive potential racing opportunities. So when we was doing this, we thought, oh, it'd be really cool. Like, what would it look like if there's an underground street race going on there?
Star Citizen, where you never need to leave the tower. The tower is the only gameplay loop. Don't worry about flying. You can just fly around the tower, round and round and round and round. But the whole gameplay loop is inside the tower now.
So there could be traversal opportunities. Like I said before, if the player wanted to go into one building, down, and then through, and then up into another building, what would that traversal network be like? Especially if we're thinking about if it's an older part of the underground of a city, maybe it's less used, you know, people have built up. That would instantly inspire a whole bunch of traversal and investigation missions there. Or maybe there's an old aqueduct or an old infrastructure underground. Man. You know, this could be perfect for underground street racing or other racing opportunities. So in a nutshell, what we looked at is a blue sky investigation.
I think it's gone really fucking crazy, to be honest. I was like, at the start of this is amazing. This is cool. This is going to give FPSers a little bit of content, especially if it's like derelict, it's run down, it's taken over by gangs or whatever like that. That will be amazing. But now I'm like, okay, this might be just a little bit too much, right?
Into what building interiors could be like for the game. These are essentially dungeon kits. You know, we want to be able to...
Did he say dungeon kits?
What building interiors could be like for the game. These are essentially dungeon kits. You know, we want to be able to work on these areas in a fairly procedural manner. And we want these to be dungeon opportunities for gameplay spaces.
Shit.
It also will start to inform the future of player-owned habitation. And
if you could start getting rare loot, that would be cool. That would be cool.
The type of visuals or look and feels that could be. So this ties into a much larger initiative. So we're seeing it a little bit now with the redo of Lawville.
Yeah.
That's turning into a much bigger cityscape. And what that means is every city in the game is ready for these building interior spaces. Now, one thing to note is the cityscapes are probably going to change a little bit. Just from an initial investigation, we found our buildings are quite small. So expect to see the skylines go through a period of transition.
Just like everything in Star Citizen with CIG. Gotta make it bigger, chat. It's too small. Our cities are too small. We can't squeeze 9 years worth of content into one building. We need to make everything bigger now. Big is better.
But that's cool because that means we're designing
oh my god,
the inside of the buildings, and then we'll redo the architecture to fit to that.
Star Season 2 coming this September 2030.
So I think it's going to be super positive for the game. So just in case we was thinking it's all just blue sky concept, actually we're going to start full production on these spaces right at the end of this quarter.
All right, I will be very, very interested to see where these go. Holy crap. So it's starting at the end of this quarter. If they do 4 zeros, so that means 3 quarters of the year to get a sort of proof of concept building knocked up. Next year, flush it out kind of thing, right? No, well, they don't need to have it in for 4.0, right? They're just calling this interior design journey to 4.0. They could have a proof of concept knocked up in 9 months and then flush it out next year, Shorman, and that would be cool, right? 4 times amount, yeah. Really cool idea, but we need to see this. A proof of concept will let me see how long this will take. Because no joke, if this is one fucking building, right, and it's obviously multiple images, they could have it where some of it is in different things, but if you even look at the verticality of this place, look at all the layers down there, right? All these levels, all these pipes, all these working parts, lights, and if you don't have this amount of NPCs walking around, it will feel like a fucking abandoned building, you know? However, it would be amazing for like a firefight versus players. Sniping, RPGs going across, railguns. Yeah, would be pretty dope.
So, what did we learn this week? Well, we learned that showcase. So, what did we learn this week? Well, we learned
Is this meant? Was this bad camera angle meant? Also, why the fuck is there a vandal and a Pico with hair?
So, what did we learn this week? Well, we learned that much like the new underground facilities we showcased before, building interiors will be a new series of modular set pieces, enabling a whole host of gameplay opportunities from
yeah, it had Pico with hair, look. Look. Pico has long blonde hair and this vandal has red hair. Wait, is this Titanic? Is that an 890? To be like the Titanic? Is that meant to be fucking Leonardo DiCaprio and Kate Winslet? Seriously, somebody has some fucking great drugs at CIG. Yeah, there's water spray here. Yeah, that's Titanic. Paint me like one of your French girls.
So, what did we learn this week? Well, we learned that much like the new underground facilities we showcased before, building interiors will be a new series of modular set pieces, enabling a whole host of gameplay opportunities, from trade to exploration to combat and PvP and much more.
Well, we're meant, the 890's meant to be able to float, apparently.
And that, much like those new UGFs, they're going into production now, and in fact, by the time this airs, will already have started. And
damn, I thought you said at the end of the quarter.
The journey to 4.0 may have Pyro at its center, but it will still continue to evolve all aspects of Star Citizen and the existing persistent universe around it. Now, we'll be back with more Inside Star Citizen next week. But for our journey to 4.0, I'm Jared Huckabee.
Jared has been hanging around with Chris Roberts too much. He's got way too much hand movement.
And we'll be back in about a month or so with our next big look forward. See you then.
Thank you, Jared! Man, that's sick! That's really, really dope. That will be interesting if CIG can actually pull that one off. Again, my only concern is how long will it take to flush out these things? Are they going to be sort of like the truck stops where they're just very similar? Are they going to look any different? Yada yada yada, you know. You can always count on the date to move back if it moves forward. Yeah, it will fuck the game. Yeah, very true. That's a bitch in their studio, yeah. Really cool. Definitely a lot of thought. Again, I am totally down for these type of things, just not long as they're not repetitive, long as they don't take years to make, long as it's not just one building in every location, because then I would be like, why not just put the building somewhere in a desert or like a landscape, right? You have to fly out to it, since it's got landing ports. It's just a mega tower sort of thing, mega city tower. But it looks like they're planning to put them in the main cities and stuff, so very interesting. Really cool. Thank you very much, Jared and the team, on that one. And that will be us. That will be us, chat. This way. Very cool. Alright. Give me 2 6. Right, let's get into it. I have not played Star Citizen for the past couple of days. We've been playing Hogwarts. Let's load up. Any problems on PTU I should know about? They need a new server tech in to take off the pressure of the servers. Well, yeah, there's always going to be more tech required, right? Looks awesome, just hope they don't lose sight of the most important stuff right now, which is the server side thing in the open. Well, that's a different team though, Nervac, right? Completely different team. Like, that guy there, Phil Collins. He, obviously will do the artwork, and he's doing, like, the ideas and stuff like that. So, the network guys are completely different. Hope they're not empty shells and have some... Yeah, that's another thing, like, for me as well, hiding maximum speed. Long as it's not repetitive, long as it's not a snooze fest, and long as it, you know, doesn't feel empty, like there's no NPCs, then I'm fine, right? And also it doesn't take too many years to cook it up and stuff like that. They made a stress test as more before an open... Oh, it's open wave, is it? Are we in open wave? It's kind of cool if it is. No, we're not in open wave. Alright. Fair enough, fair enough. Well, should they plan on it? I think they will, yeah. Again, thank you very much to Evolved Gaming for the raid. Appreciate that coming over, guys. Whenever we're doing these reaction videos, because they go to YouTube and try and be as clean as possible, but I do appreciate the love coming in, even if it doesn't come across that. Probably a go, no-go meeting today. Probably, yeah. Alright, we're gonna have a look at the new skins. Give me a sec when I check on next, guys. Alright, cool. That's all dealt with. Ooh, is my thing not working? Ah, there it is. It is, yeah. Go. They don't say stay in one place for too long. It crashes the game. Don't stay too long. Alright, okay. That's good to know. Right, I need to go and quickly buy some things. Ooh. We're racking on the FPS. Like 40 just now. 50 FPS? 55? That'll do. That'll do, donkey. That'll do. Get some missiles. I'm not gonna spend too much time buying stuff, because if they put a patch out and open, they'll probably reset anyway. Parkour. This will be the first time flying the Scorpius as well in a while. I need to get Greg in. Are you playing today, Greg? Try a wee bit of Scorpius flying, see which you prefer, the Hurricane Gunner or the Scorpius Gunsuit. If you stop for 5 to 10 minutes, the game crashes. It happens to more than twice. Alright, okay. Is that confirmed by other people, or is it just one person? Oh, wait. Did you test a dynamic mission at SBK? I tried it on 3 different servers, killed the NPCs, the bot. I've not even been, dude. Like, I got no interest if it doesn't make money, right? And I hate space combat, so you'll never see me there, dude. I've been having more fun killing people in Daymar and Hurston and stuff. Until Master Modes comes in, dude, I just won't play. It's supposed to make money? I've heard it just doesn't, like, salvaging makes better money. Yeah, but also spits out crap as well, dude, right? That's the thing I always look at. It always spits out crap.
I need a drink.
Need a drink, mate? I do, actually. Dark, Red is liking the FPS mission, Orson? What do you mean? Red is liking the FPS mission? Is there an FPS mission for Reds? Or is it just all blue bias crap still? I've got 3 arrows, chat, because I've got 1 to give away. Pure insanity, boys. Can we actually fit this? Oh god, it's still bugged, right? Let's see the skin. Where's my skin? No! Is it not in PTU yet? No! Does that mean the Scorpius is not there? Wait. Do I even have a Scorpius here? I do. No! Where's the pink skins? Are they not in the game yet? Ah, for Redley, right. Damn! I was hoping to try out the Valentine skins. I guess they're not released, right?
Hey there. Hey.
Boo! That sucks. Yeah, I have. Yeah. Do other people have them? Honda, do you have your pinky skin for the arrow? In PTU? Or are they on live? Not in PTU? Oh, is it on live then? Alright, okay. Interesting. Damn. Oh well, we've got the Heart Seeker. I can't wait to actually, like, I hope the Heart Seeker is a good ship for master modes. That's why I got it. I was like, fuck yeah. The Hornet's gonna be beast, I can just tell. But right now it's absolute junker though. Take these off the cartools. I hope they hope CIG fix this bug. Being able to not take items off. Those missions are called bunkers, but are on towers of Arsen, Timon, Arceus. Yeah. So if it's a blue mission, I won't do it. Does the... Where do I... Does the Taurus have size 3? Ah, it's got size 2, eh? I'm only interested in the Scorpius today. Wow, the Scorpius gets a shit fireworking drive as well. God, right. Where am I gonna get the weapons from? That's for the arrows. Oh, we can do this first, right? Ooh. So I'm just taking some parts off the ship, but because you have to do it this way, because CIG has it bugged, we're kind of screwed. Yeah, what do I need for this? Reclaimer, take them off the Saber. Yeah, we'll do it off the Saber. I'm not gonna be flying it in this one, so we'll take the Panthers off Saber 1. Any other little ninja patches, fixes they put in? Buying the smaller Hornets just better with the same guns? Yeah. But in the future, the Super Hornet will probably have more HP than the normal Hornet. I never compare the now to what can possibly happen with ships. There's no point. It's like, oh, then you're just literally chasing metas at that stage. And as somebody who flies around in combat in the Saber, I try to avoid meta as possible, staying away from like car to all that's broken, these sort of things, right? The only reason I love my arrows so much is purely for the low flying part. It's hard to do low flying and be combat ready for what I do. Plus, I've tried so hard to get into the Gladius and I just don't like it. Used to love the Gladius. Now I don't. We're just gonna use one arrow. I'll just reclaim it, right? Do this. Alright, Scorpius. That's the main test, Scorpius. Yeah. I just can't get into it, dude. I literally can't get into the Gladius for some reason. I just don't like its movement, even in space. Alright, let me just quickly change out this. So also, I probably won't like the Scorpius, because I do like the Hurricane's movement. Fast. Yeah. Which is weird because obviously like the Arrow is still not in a gold standard stage. But I would rather have one shield and a little bit more acceleration in certain things. Again, everyone like Fresh loves the Gladius, he doesn't like the Arrow, so it's cool that pilots can do that sort of stuff. Alright, that's all we're gonna do. Like distortion for the pilot and repeaters for the turret, gunner for the Hurricane setup. I'm thinking, nah, fuck that, dude. Distortion is not worth it unless you go full distortion. I've seen so many people, like, me and Fresh have versed Scorpiuses that have been like half, and Hurricanes as well, half fucking distortion. Like the turrets are distortion and the main guns are damage and stuff like that, or the other way around. It's just absolute meme. These ships get clapped so hard. Distortion is worthless in this game right now. I will always kill somebody before they even get round to distortion me. Because you sacrifice so much damage for it. It's just not worth it. If you have like a Scorpius, all guns, distortion, you know, under a big ship, then yeah, it'll work, right? But when you're flying around in like a Gladius with one distortion gun, it does nothing in Star Citizen, this game. Absolutely nothing. Hold the line! Whoa! Parkour. 2 seconds to spare. Yeah, but they're gonna be reworking distortion, right? And I guarantee you it'll probably come back where it does no damage to shields. Because it makes no sense that a distortion that does shield damage. It should be where you have to get somebody's shields down and then you distort them, and distortion fucks up the components at that stage. But the fact that it strips shields is just the dumbest thing. And that's just because CIG have got very basic stats when it comes to damage types in this game. Like basically if you have kinetic damage or energy damage, it does damage to shields. They haven't got it separated where this damage will only do damage to certain things. It's the same as I would love ballistics to not have shield pen whatsoever. They just literally do fucking nothing against shield, but the moment that you get the shields down, they rip hulls apart. Lasers are good at taking down shields, but they do fuck all damage to hull. This would be the way I would have the game. Distortion does no damage to hull or shields, but if it hits the hull, it fucks up your components. Same as EMP, because it's distortion damage.
Approaching next.
Then you have QED. QED snare. Snare literally would have where it stops you from warpening, and dampening makes you stop going fast. That means that you have to have two ships to do the job, right? That would be a really, really cool way to go, you know?
Enjoying the view?
No, they haven't got it right at the moment here. Again, combat weapon systems in this game are very, very basic. And I don't think even CIG would mind me saying that. Like, literally, it all does the same thing. Physical, laser, all just does a raw damage stat. It doesn't actually do a different take on it. Hey, darn, thank you very much, Full Dude. Would 4 distortions on the Saber be any good in heavy atmosphere to take ships falling at the sky and make explode? Depends on what ship you're shooting at, Vaz. If you were to shoot maybe like a Gladius, sure, but here's the funny thing. If you don't take them out, they will kill you because you have no way of damaging them. So, no, I just don't think fighters should be in that situation at all. If I see anyone with distortion, I laugh. I just go in for full kill. Because you will not shut my power plant off before I kill you. Unless you have multiple distortion coming in. That's a risk versus reward, yeah, but it would just be such a... Again, you come up against 2 fighters, right? You ain't distorting one fighter before the other one kills you. That's the way I look at it.
Stand by.
I use distortion when I play guitar. It makes a lot of damage to my neighbor's eardrums.
Your vehicle has been delivered to the following location.
Alright. I have not flown the Scorpius in quite a while, so let's see what it's like. Just general flight. And then if Greg is on later on, we can do some gunner testing. I've not seen this red skin yet, so... That's quite a cool skin actually on the Scorpius. Yeah, that's nice. Huzzah! You up for testing some Scorpius gameplay later on, Greg? Interested to see. It's a lot slower than the Kane, but obviously this thing fucking splits the throttle really nicely. Splitting the throttle, coming around. Look at those weapons being online with wings closed. CIG still not fixing this fucking thing. Jeez. Also, I really hate that the wings open like this. Oh my god. I like how the flaps fold on this one as well. Don't worry guys, I won't be doing combat with my wings closed. I'm not a baddie. Bad speed actually. Mike Skywalker. Great view in this thing as well. Map's still not fixed though. See, look, so the map doesn't show the icons. Close it, open it back up. The planets and moons appear, right? Yeah, the star map we know is getting updated soon. Quantum Drive is now upgraded. It can still fire with wings closed, yeah. If you're using size 2 weapons, it can't, Skylum. It's still a bug, still, in my opinion, an exploit, but CIG just can't seem to work out how to fix it. Or maybe they don't have the time, right? As far as I'm concerned, wings closed should always be just a defensive state to use with your gunner and wings open. This thing's meant to be an X-Wing. And in every fucking movie I've seen with an X-Wing, the wings are open before it can fire. That's CIG's intention with this ship. It just doesn't work when you fix out to higher DPS. There's also a visual bug as well, where even if somebody has, like when we were fighting Morphologist that day, he had his wings closed on my screen, wings out on his, so it's fucking scuffed. CIG really need to fix this ship ASAP. Because a lot of people will melt their Scorpius for it. How fast does this thing actually go, right? That's not a bad push, actually. 212? Oh, God, this thing's actually pretty fast in space, right? And the acceleration's just a little bit like, this is where I would prefer the what's it called? Hornet. nice movement. I can do a lot of damage with this.
Landing gear deployed.
Also, it should be able to land pretty fast, eh? Yeah. It's pretty narrow, eh? I do like the cockpit of this beast. It's a beauty. How fast does it take to get out of this thing, though, these days? See, it's still super slow, man. Like, you've got to wait for that shit to go down. CIG really need to work on their animations. It should be double the speed of that to get out. How fast is it for... And then you gotta wait till it resets before you can get a gun. Again, this is where like the Hurricane just gets people in and out so much faster. Look at that, man. That is the sick shit right there. It looks so good without the top turret. I think it's S, isn't it, to do the retraction, yeah. Yeah, that's clean. Oh, just ridiculously long fucking... to get out. Yeah, the gun should rest at the back, I feel, yeah. Again, I'm hoping CIG do some changes to it. Again, when you got your wings closed and you go back in this position, it fucks up your aiming, so it's only good for like shooting backwards, but... yeah, for like warping, it should rest at the back. I think it's pretty cool. I need to test out some things on it. So, we will check out the speed of it. Now that we're saved. I won't get a crime stand until I've got a gunner. Let's see. The Hurricane and the Super Hornet for dual ship gameplay. Yeah, I need to check out the Super Hornet, but the thing is, like, if you're gonna be using a Super Hornet, you know, it's just, yeah. Let's see who we got on that server. How is everything, like, moving for EU? I see that it's now, like, filling up again, which is good. Jice is on the server! Oh my god, no, not Jice. Alright, we're gonna do a quick ammo test on this thing. See how it goes.
Take off complete. You are clear to launch.
Can this fit through, like, on the first click? It can, actually, nice. Wings out, Levigosa. Attack formation foil. Speed. Thank you. Yeah, nice visibility on the cockpit. Just the power, right? That's a bit to pick up on though. Super Hornet will definitely, like Super Hornet or Saber, I'll see. Like Super Hornet's cool because even though you don't need the gunner, the idea that with the Super Hornet you can carry somebody, so if you have to go into a bunker or do something, you can drop somebody off with it, which is really cool. Plus if you got a gunner you can then shoot backwards, so pretty baller with that, right? I don't know why, like, with this, they didn't put, like, 2 MFDs just underneath the main ones, right? There's plenty of space between the pilot's knee. Curious. I don't think this has got the same, like, top end as a... What's it called? That's a nice view, actually. I forgot that's looking over the co-pilot's head. It's a gorgeous ship. Really is gorgeous. Alright. We don't need wings out for this because they fly exactly the same. TIE Fighter spin-off would actually be pretty cool, right? Be pretty cool. There's a Cutlass. It's under fire. Who is shooting it? We got another target here. It's Hero. Excuse me, Hero. There's another handful of hammer there. I've just tested coming through. 597. That's not bad, actually. Not bad. I was expecting it to be a little slower, actually. But that's pretty good for sub-cruise, right? I mean, just under Mach 2. The Hurricane obviously is a little bit faster over the Mach 2 situation. Afterburner does absolutely fucking nothing, though. Because again, these are one of these ships where CIG have got it where there's no point using afterburner to go fast in a straight line. It's so weird, right? But then this thing can yaw at fucking 10 Gs whilst moving at 200 meters a second. This is the thing that always freaks people out about this ship, and they don't know it, is this thing literally is the yaw king. So watch this, right? Look at this. Look at this yawing ability. Nearly 400 meters a second. I can bring my gunner around whilst I'm fucking turning circles. No other ship can do this, by the way. Not even the Car-2-All can yaw at this speed. Can't possibly happen with control surfaces? Hopefully they're not. Because this is what I keep saying about this ship, how fucking broken it is. Look at this yawing ability. Right? I can literally have my gunner sitting looking at you whilst you chase after us and you get fucking beamed. What is that? But nobody ever flies this ship like it. You know, even with wings out. Right? You're chasing after me? No problem. I'll just fucking beam you and still move in another direction. Right? mobility of this fucking thing is disgusting compared to the Hurricane. Like, this thing is just fucking broken, I feel. Hurricane's got the speed, right? The Hurricane can disengage and go fast as fuck, boys. But this thing is just the yaw king of Star Citizen. The Hurricane is fast. It does like nearly 900 in a straight on atmosphere. Like, you can't outrun the Hurricane. The only thing that can outrun the Hurricane is just the car to all, Banner Defender and Herald. And if you've got a gunner in your Hurricane and somebody's trying to run from you, the Hurricane's right behind you. It's so fast in a straight line. But this thing can outturn so many things because of its yaw control. Again, I am literally yawing at these speeds, right? 200 meters a second, yawing. Not even an arrow can do this. Like, it's bonkers, man. With a gunner, this thing is so powerful in atmosphere. The only thing it slacks on is in hard atmosphere. For some reason, its ability to move like this goes out the window in hard atmosphere. But again, with a gunner, the Gladius that way, you get hugely clapped because of it, you know? But it's a defensive state. Like, if I'm trying to engage a fighter whilst doing that stuff, is that an NPC? Oh, it's Tamburino, yeah. It's just bonkers, man. Absolutely bonkers. Look at this shit. And Mordors loves this one, right? Mordors really, really loves this shit. And I can see why, man. Like, it's fucking just... It's fucking crazy, dude. Absolutely crazy. But obviously it can't outrun the Hurricane. And it drains fuel pretty fast, actually. I mean, that's an alright movement for it, right? It does feel good. It feels like you're getting that four engine push, right? Because you gotta remember, this thing has 4 engines. It's not the double engines. But I just don't understand how it can do this, right? Fucking Tokyo Drift! It's fucking mental, man. It will be the new nose in the sand low flyer? I don't think so. Because of the heavy engines, right? Because of the heavy engines, I don't think you could actually nose this down. Because again, you're dealing with 4s. That's a lot of push, which, again, this is why I don't... Oh, why is that view like that? Do I not have... Do I not have a view for that? Oh, boo. Wait. Yeah, alright, okay. This is what I need. One view slip through. There we go. So this should be that. That goes to there. That's that. There. Gorgeous ship, though. I will always say this, even though I'm not a Star Wars fan. Like, it's really good. Watch out! There's a man just coming for you, Chamberwino! Unless Rat's part of your group. I mean, thank you for the follow, dude. The Mantis. This thing, I still not even had a shot of the Mantis yet. Man, look at that. That's fucking sick view. Yeah, this thing does have really good view. Kind of like if they put some side glass in, would have also been some really good. Oh yeah, it's a wee cheeky throttle there, eh? Again, with retracted wings and it back, I should actually have quite a good cross section for flying around. When CIG can fix the countermeasures, I'll be super happy for these bigger ships. How does it pull in the atmosphere? It's not bad actually, it's pretty slow. That's what I was expecting, right? 700, 800, still going, still got gas. That's not bad, I mean it hits the 1,000, right? It's got a big tank, and that was me pushing probably midway, so... And it does have like a decent top end speed for space. Got nice G's as well. Good for, like, it rotates really nicely to get the gunner around if you need. Oh no, nothing to do with me, Tumberino. I'm just literally trying out the Scorpius because I can actually buy it now, so. No, I got nobody in game, just literally seeing what this thing can do. One ballista boy down. May have been to do with the Mantis, unless the Mantis is with you. Tubing is clear. I never even got a tone lock, so wasn't even paying attention to be honest, dude. Oh, the Mantis is with you. Ah, cool. How fast does the Mantis? Oh, it's Rat Scarlet. How fast? Whilst you guys you're flying that, it saves me going into it. How fast can it fly in a straight line on Daymar at low altitude? Can you ask Scarlet that? 13, 15? What, in a straight line? On Daymar, yeah, like down at the lowest height, under 2k. What's on a straight line? Oh, thank you, dude, appreciate that. I was about to say 13, 15, fucking hell. I'm in the wrong ship. I control people so hard if I could do that speed. Sorry, I'm the fastest low flyer, you'll never catch me. That's pretty impressive though, 13, 15. So there's no ship that can outrun that then, or escape it. I don't think the Herald's faster than that. But that's how these ships should be. Again, it has the push until it hits the 500 and then it drops down, right? This thing is just the yaw monster, that's it. Look at that. Fucking inverting yaw as it flies around. So it's the same effect as some other ships. Super fast in space, but then it gets fucking nerfed the moment it comes into the dampening effect. Because it's the same with this. This thing does 1250, but even after burner in a straight line doesn't make it go anywhere near 600. It's super weird. Like it's been artificially nerfed, so the Mantis must be in the same situation then. No reason for these slow ships to be slower in atmosphere. That's really sucky, like. Because the Arrow doesn't have that effect, the Gladius has it, Saber doesn't. Car to all doesn't, Blade doesn't. It's weird how they're artificially slowed down. It's not like they're not aerodynamic either. This thing is like a fucking torpedo in atmosphere. Still really good handling though. Starting to actually favor this over the Hurricane. The Hurricane's good for escaping and baiting people in. But because this thing can actually rotate really nicely. Wonder how the bigger capacitors are going to be with master modes. Talon doesn't as well, yeah. The Talon is artificially slowed down. And that should be really streamlined. I don't even think master modes will fix this, to be honest. I think the only time it's going to be fixed is when they actually add in air surfaces, control surfaces. Because it doesn't make any sense. It's the same with the Vanguard. The Vanguard should cut through the air pretty well, even with its 250-ton weight. Which makes also no sense. Ooh, there's somebody's arrow here. In a dressing gown. Oh, that's cool, man. Look at that. Like, the whole fucking skin is being ripped off the arrow. Man, I'd take a skin off that any day. Oh, bit lag. Are the NPCs spawning still? Or are they fucked as well? Yeah, they're fucked. Yeah, definitely. I can see why Mordor's likes this. It does feel good. Its rotations are nice for getting the gunner into position. It's got good like accelerator stopping ability, even at these heights. So if you bring it up, so if we go up into a 2K ceiling. Alright, let's make it a 5K ceiling. So we bring into 2K. Let's see, does it super cruise at this height? No. So 3K it can't. Let's take her up. This is where the arrow has a huge advantage over any ship in atmosphere. Let's take her up 10K ceiling. Rotate her now. Got a little bit high. There we go. So we're at max speed. So now we are super cruise. Or Star Citizen super cruise. Let's bring it down. Let's see where its height is. That's at 15. Crosshair's in a weird position though. It feels off. Like it kind of feels like the crosshair should be at the bend of the glass. So it's super cruising at 8, right? Let's bring her down. Let's see when it starts to negatively fall off. Take her down now, 6. Nice, so if you just say like under 7, you can get her burning. That's good, that's good. You don't need to go too high then. What a view, like, jeez. Catching up now. Still very, very slow, like accelerator, but it sort of works for it. You can't free fall her. Wonder, like, how fast she can fall in leaf. How fast can we do this? Let's take her up to like 2K again. Do it now. Fucking hell, like 600 meters a second falling leaf. Fucking you what? Holding 400 as we fall. Man, if you could split the throttle on this thing, this would be amazing. I need low in field though. Yeah, because I got them on the website now, Mordors. I got one and an ion to play with. Because trying to get 2.8 million is just a ball ache every time they reset it, so... I can see why you like it, dude. This thing is still king of yaw. It's fucking nuts, man. Watch this shit. Literally facing fucking backwards at 400 meters a second. It just doesn't have the hurricane pull away, but holy shit, man. I could literally, with a gunner, wings close, take it down low and yaw it around where the gunner has full visual. See, we're doing like 550 just now, so let's push it now. 500. Gunner is literally facing as somebody chases. Able to reverse yaw. So the pilot just literally works on flight and mobility whilst the gunner just gets free rein to fucking shoot. Because look at that, there you go, we're practically fucking facing backwards. Interesting if this will stay down the line, but yeah, pretty cool. Shame that you can still shoot through the fuselage, look at that. Because again, once it changes, that's how you should be shooting, but you can literally see here, if we change the power there, like, it shoots through the fucking ship, which really sucks. It pisses me off massively. I kind of feel like CIG's easy way to fix this ship until they get it sorted is just make it where you can't change the weapons on from size 2. I don't know why CIG doesn't do this. I don't know why they just don't make it where the pilot has size 2 and you can't change out the mounts until they fix the issue. Still plenty of damage with 4 size 2s and 4 size 3s. If not, that would be better for the pilot because faster reload. One thing I've noticed that happens a lot is mostly if you're fired at the front, your back shield goes down. Yeah, that's a thing that's always been happening in this game. I kind of feel like that's network over anything else, but if it's the Scorpius, then who knows? Maybe they got the shields the back way round, right? Your front is your rear and your rear is your front. All you have to do, right? Think about it this way. Instead of powering the front shield, like putting all power to forward, put it all to the back. More doors. So do this. 2 points backwards. Just have back shield. People be like, oh wait, shit. Actually, I meme, but the Defender actually had this bug. If anybody didn't know, the Defender had this bug where the front, when you were shooting at the front, the back shield went down, and we were flying our Defenders with all power to rear shields, and whilst we're face tanking, nobody could kill us. And they were like, why the fuck is it not dying? Because all the power was to the rear shield. Maybe it's that same bug. I'll need to test that one. Are you scared of Sights 1 EM missiles as well? Well, even a Hurricane would be scared of that. Plus, if you overflare, you're fine, right? If you preset to 6, use some noise, you should be good. Hey, cruises at 580, that's not bad actually. That isn't too bad. I guess that's why they want the Hurricane is more like an Inceptor role. This one's more of the brawler because it can move around. It can shift its weight really nicely. Again, look at that. That's just fucking stupid, man. That is massive yaw control. You need a gunner? Oh yeah, I'm just testing flight, Mordors. Just testing. Like, I'm not gonna go into combat without a gunner. That's why I'm not criminal just now. Literally just trying to test out, see what the flying capabilities are. But I do, like, apart from how long it takes to get into the ship, I quite like it over the Hurricane, actually. But then in hard atmosphere, the Hurricane kicks the fuck out of the Scorpius. Because you can literally... Scorpius can't run away from it. And if you want to get away from damage, the Hurricane can pull away, do a quick circle fight, and then back in again. Attack formation files. Begin the barrage. Hadouken! Yeah, that's nice. This feels good. This feels good. Yeah, I need to see how Greg finds the turret placement, because obviously every gunner is different. Plus, this skin fucking rocks, man. Look at that. Red canopy. Looks so good on the sun. I don't know why this comes with such a shit fit in components compared to the Hurricane. Especially for the price of this thing. Like a fucking Tesla. Doesn't power down. Contrary to some belief, some bugs to get fixed. Yeah. Yeah, this thing has the cool storages, doesn't it? That's avionics, right? Where's the button? That's radar. Ah, equipment here. This is it. Oh, is that just to do... Is it at the back? Yeah, we got the power plants here. This is where we access storage, because this will eventually pop open, right? There. There you go. There's your storage 1 and 2. Somebody's flying around. Where's the, is it the guns are at the back? Is it here? Yeah, I think it's here, isn't it? No, that's shield gen. That's fucking dope, man. That's so cool. I love gold standard vehicles. Where is the poop chute? Is that at the front? It's this, isn't it? Is this the button? Yeah, there it is, there it is. There's the fucking guns. So you can put 4 pistols and 2 fucking rifles inside this bad boy. Which I think is really cool, right? I think they should have actually made it where these equipment access were written on it. I'm gonna have to remember it's the left side or the right side button. See the missiles as well. It's really cool. A flyover! A Hadouken! Yeah, that's... Man, I wish that the Arrow had this skin. Red cockpit. Look at that. That's super nice, eh? Does this have a good light system though? Why is your paint the wrong color? What do you mean? Why is it the wrong color? What color should it be? Purple skin best? What's the purple skin? Oh, you talking about the Valentine's one? I don't have access to it in PTU Mordors. I've got it. I've got it. I don't know. I can't. Uh-oh. Oh, lagging. I kind of like this color. A flyover. Why can't we have sonic booms, CIG? We don't need visualizations. Well, contours would be really good, right? Contours and sonic booms. That's all I want. I want to hear like a fucking arrow low flying, and as it goes over, it's bang, you know? So sick. It's just so unathletic in this game. Coming free 18 and written bold on the website. Yeah, they don't have the Valentine skins yet. Shock them to death. Did I get in the pilot chair? I remember now. Nice. Power to max. I kind of wish that this had been a little bit red inside.
Engines are on.
Engines are on. I just turned them on. Wow, it was draining fuel. Drain that fuel. I've been away from this game for 2 days and it's still absolutely gorgeous. Gorgeous. How's the patch? I don't know. I've not had anything go wrong, if that's what you're asking for it. Jace is still playing? Yeah, that's a keen indication that the game works, right? All you do is you ask if Jace is playing, and if he's not playing, you don't play Star Citizen. He's like a gremlin, right? You don't feed him after 12, but he's super nice. Have you guys seen wait, I gotta find it here. Where is it here? Space Cutlet's short. I'm gonna play it on channel because it fucking cracks me off, right? You're fucking cringe. Fucking cringe. Space Cutlet. Here we go. Everyone should be following Space Cutlet. Where is it here? Shorts. The thumbnail as well. Right. Here we go. Here we go. I can't make it any bigger because obviously it's a short, right? I'm gonna link it to you guys here so you can go and spread the love for Space Cutlet. Look at this.
Egg has been planted.
Hey, there we go. What do we got here but a Space Cutlet? Let's kill him.
Oh, seriously?
Morphologist thinks he's badass. He's done a few sessions with Avenger 1. He's going in for PvP now. He's going in for Space Cutlet and Jace. Salty Mike's reaction was, seriously?
Yeah, I'm not joking. It's a Cutlass Blue.
Thinks because he's in a Corsair, Cutlass Blue, one of the fastest ships in the game. Can literally go into VTOL mode and fucking pull some stupid G's. Yeah. Here we go.
There he is.
5 minutes later.
Yeah, this is a problem with this ship. And that is an annoying noise.
fucking reality check.
Yeah, we're dead.
I love this bit.
Oh, he didn't
Look at the facial expression, man.
like leave a soft death. That's kind of cringe.
That's kind of cringe. Solly Mike is like, it's cringe that you're full deafing people. Cause yeah, you want to keep somebody in a war zone just fucking flopping around giving intel, right?
Who didn't?
Jace.
Jace. It's friendly. Oh man, that fucking clip cracks me up so much. Speak of the fucking devil. Look at him. Fucking. Have you got the blue skin? Let's have a look at that skin actually. Hold still. There it is. That's the Invictus one, isn't it? Yeah, that's actually not bad. It's like Ultramarine fucking look on it. Yeah, it was Morphologist and Salty Mike. I mean, two space dads in the back of a fucking ship. What could possibly go wrong against PvPers, right? I send you the one about Tumblr. All right, let's have a look.
How do I lock on this target? Oh my gosh, it's so fast!
It's too loud. Too loud.
Oh no. Come back here.
Wives first, you know, front event, thwarted by creepers after creepers.
We have a hostile player.
Why am I going in a circle? Okay.
Why am I going in a circle? Because but soon you won't be able to go forward, full speed and reverse, that's why. Combat is actually in circles. They're so used to going forward and just 118. Why am I going in circles? Oh, fucking great shit.
My shield is down.
Shield is down.
Oh, this PvP players are just horrible.
Yeah, this fucking Tamburino, he's so bad at the game. Why am I losing? Of course. I've been versing millions of NPCs. I can skill check them easily. Why is he so bad in the hurricane? My shields are down. Ooh.
It's okay, we jumped. Try to escape.
We jumped.
Okay, I'm gonna bring us in. Let's try again.
I'm nervous, but
I'm nervous.
let's do it.
Doesn't Tamburino fly with his
I was
partner?
born ready.
Nice. Okay, so left side, this one we can shoot with.
Oh wow, look. Can totally catch the NPC with my auto gimbal.
Shoot at the circle.
With my yaw line.
Kill that one. There we go. We have friendlies here, so let's go in.
I'm gonna. Oh. Ah!
Okay.
Gotta get that cinematic screenshot, right?
Let's bring you in closer.
Oh, dude, does he crash into the Corsair? Pretty good frames, like, it's not stuttering. What the fuck is this meme like, jeez?
Yes, yes.
Wait till the NPCs don't behave like piles of shit.
Come
You're
on!
so fucking dead, like.
Die!
Nice, he's dead.
Oh,
He's
dear.
dead? I got him? Oh my gosh. Oh!
He's
Wow.
dead.
Yes!
Beautiful. Nice job.
I did it, you
Nice
guys.
job, Foxy. Y.
I'm... Wait, are you X? See, we already forgot. I told you.
Yeah, okay, never mind.
Can I...
Zero threat.
Can-
This is an arrow.
When do they get
Fine.
clapped?
Now I can shoot.
Oh, rock.
Okay.
You're a little loud, I know, I did, I know. I can't do anything about that.
Beautiful. Nice. So, ooh, another one. With you shooting, I can actually go to third person, so our viewers can enjoy the nice space combat view. I really like it.
I'm glad they're enjoying it because I have no idea what the heck I'm doing.
Basically, is aim and shoot. Target, aim and shoot. Press 5.
I don't even know what the heck you're doing.
There we go. So,
Got something for you.
ooh, we got a lot of missiles coming at us.
Talk about overflare, like. Tamburino's back!
We got this PvP player is horrible. Why this guy called Turborino?
Oh no! Why am I? What is wrong with
It's okay, we're blacking out.
Did I shoot? Did I shoot our wing?
We're blacking out into oblivion.
He shoot our ring?
Yeah.
Aw.
He killed us.
Oh, he killed us.
Oh
We need to beat
no!
that up.
PvP in a PvP game.
Okay, I'm gonna
No!
Oh no.
Oh
Ethan is
no!
angry.
Quickly, deposit $500 for better ship.
Turborino? I don't know
What the hell is your problem,
Oh,
Turborino?
Tumblerino.
And Deadlicious as well.
Where's the fucking hell? Tumble!
Okay, we're back at Jericho.
Tumblerino! Fucking awesome! Let's upgrade to Hammerhead! What possibly could go wrong in our Hammerhead?
Hammerhead.
One gunner
The wife is on the
Hammerhead!
top left
Tamburino won't be able to
And this
get
whole day
us!
we've been
Mama, do you kill him? Oh, this is so good! Oh, did you torp him? Please say you torped. Oh, where is he here?
Also, other.
Debarred.
Ah.
Oh god, we're taking major damage! Major damage!
It's to my left. I can't get it.
Oh no!
I don't know if
so many ships shooting at us.
I don't know if it's the best idea to be on this
deposit
turret.
another $500
really
for
not planning to use
890
this ship.
jump.
The visibility is really bad.
Yeah, and the field of view is horrible.
Field of view is horrible. Oh my god.
Yes.
Like I can't see.
I'm tracking the enemy. You can shoot now.
You say it goes down.
Beautiful.
Awesome.
Look at that!
I'm breaking the
Two-man
matrix.
Hammerhead! Oh, please be a torp, please be a torp, please be a torp.
Okay, shoot.
I am
Oh,
shooting.
nice. You killed this engine. Oh, this Joyce 94 is
Jace!
trying to.
It's Joss!
Trying to kill us.
Joss
Shooting at us
94!
again, yeah.
Goddamn
Okay, we're
Joss!
jumping.
Okay.
Our two-player
I mean, it's like
Hammerhead.
the strong preying on the weak. You know.
You're flying around in a fucking two-man Hammerhead, and you're saying the fucking strong prey on the weak. Oh,
We're
then get
not
the
weak.
fuck out of a
I know,
mess up.
but
Yeah.
like their
Oh my
motives are
God,
not
this
good.
is amazing.
It's not our purpose today to fight them. but
No.
to experience it, you know,
Right.
to especially bring you to do some combat, not fighting.
yeah.
But looks like it's not happening.
No.
Happened a little bit. But
A
it's
little.
not
I shot 2.
Fucking hell, like. What is up, man? Fucking hell. He brings an eye on there. That is amazing. That's amazing. Tamburino! He's back! Oh, we blacked out. Where are we going? The strong brain on the weak. I don't know who they are. Like I don't care. I just those fucking Guivers, Tamburino and Joe's 94. I fucking love when these videos come. They remind me, like, any of these videos I adore because it literally reminds me of EVE Online, where you would always get people typing hate mail. So in EVE, you can actually send people emails, right? In game. And you would always get, like, you would kill somebody, steal their loot, maybe pod kill them so they lose their implants, a lot of stuff absolutely lost, and you get this: I hope your mother chokes on cock and dies, and hope you get cancer and stuff like that. This is what they all type in their emails towards you. I'm going to dox you and all this shit, you know, I'm going to report you, blah 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 blah. And it's just literally people that don't have an idea of what kind of game they're actually playing, right? Like, they're instantly saying, you know, they'll be like bad players, toxic players, and in the heat of the moment, they can't even say the player's correct name because they're so frustrated, whatever you want to call it, right? And then you can see, we can't do shit in a Scorpius, so let's upgrade to a 2-man Hammerhead, and still can't do shit, right? It's just bonkers. Like, how are we going to learn to dogfighting? You're in a fucking Hammerhead! You're not meant to be dogfighting. Alright? Get into a single seat fighter or stay in the Scorpios or something like that. Saying you're dog fighting in a fucking hammerhead is just so stupid. You ain't fighting shit. So funny. PvPers, he's the worst. I know, man. She was on the side. I know, Mordors. It's just... Oh, fuck now. It's just bonkers, man. And these are the people that report you to Xylo and the community team and all that shit. Like, not even going for the proper system. They'll be like, I was getting shot at by a player doing this at Xenofret. And it's like, that's fine, right? You know? It's completely allowed. We're meant to be destroying the Xenofret here. Go and play fucking Elite Dangerous. Go into PvE mode if you can't deal with this shit. Yeah, dogfighting in an AC 130. It's pretty much the same sort of mentality, right? That's funny as fuck, dude. I'm like hot in the face from laughing on that one. I do enjoy these videos. I really do. They can get so comical as well. At least he didn't report the NPC to Xylo. The thing is, like, once you don't know who's attacking you, right? So right now, when you see Tumble, Reno, and Joss94 attacking you, right? That's eventually going to go out the window. Cheers, Mordors, for the video, dude. It's really good. That goes out the window very shortly, where it'll just say you're being attacked by a hammerhead and stuff like that. Where you actually have to player scan and all that jazz. This is where I hope they have group pinning at the time, where somebody goes, this is primary target as 1, and you go through it, right? That would be super, super cool. Because I think it also takes away the ability to take away like toxic hate when you're flustered, right? Where example was that video, they don't know what the hell they're doing and they're just going to flap their gums, right? Because that's humans' response. When you can't deal with somebody, this is what you do. Instead of working on this, this is all that flaps off in the program. You know? And if you can't actually project hate towards somebody by calling out names and stuff like that, it's going to be so good. It's the same thing when I do PvP videos, like on the shorts. I really dislike that I can see the player's name because I don't want them to get any, like, shit on it. You know what I mean? Like, we had that 2v2. Well, it was actually 4v me and Fresh the other day there. It ended up 2v2 at the end. And it was a really good fight. The guys, different group, I think it was just 2 players and there was 2 separates involved. And it was like 2 arrows, Gladius, or 2 Gladius, I can't remember the full setup. And then there was a 400i memeing around. That wasn't part of the group. And as I do the video, because it was a good fight, you know, it's not like a legendary kind of fight, but I hate how it shows the player's name, and I don't want them to get hate from it, but it's like, you can't do that, you know? Yeah, exactly, it's a reflex. Can't fight, so bitch fight, yeah. And this is where people just need to have a reality check. That it's the same with like Morphologist in that video there. Goes in, fucking, I can take Cutlet, I'm in a Corsair, I've got Salty Mike with me as a gunner, and then literally outplayed by people who know more about this game. And your facial expressions tells everything, where it's like, oh yeah, I'm going in, look at my chat, fucking, and then it's like, oh shit, reality check kicked in. I'm fucked, you know? I'm not warping out of here. I actually don't know anything about the fucking game, you know? Big Meanie. Hey, Mums, how you doing? A2 Bums, Manly too. But I think Morphologist has changed his opinion on that one, right? God damn the auto-opening wings. Hey, Amber, how you doing? The knowledge is key now versus big name pilots? Yeah, exactly, right? But the thing is, literally, as I said, quickly upgrade to $500. They went from Scorpius to Hammerhead. And here's the bonkers thing, right? In the future, you're not going to be able to just jump into a Hammerhead with 1 or 2 players and fly around like you do just now. You'll be talking about huge amount of fuel, payments, all these things. And if you don't have it in the location... What is that? Oh no. If you don't have it at the location, it's not gonna just be instantly pulled for you and stuff like that. Too many people rely on this sort of no risk element, and because of that, it creates this bad bubble wrap environment that I don't like about Star Citizen. And it used to be a lot harder, right? So you would have longer claim times, you would lose your items if you claimed, if you died you lost your items, you had to go and buy everything over and over again. Loss actually had a meaning to it. And now Star Citizen is where it's like, oh, I'll lose my shit, but I'll Alt F4 and keep my subscriber gear, right? But this is all going. CIG are constantly going to make it more brutal for people with this mindset where you're eventually going to be big refuel bills, big repair bills, huge money sinks added in. You're not just going to be throwing your ships around like crazy. You're going to have to replace all your modules, you know? You might not get your ship instantly back from insurance. You might have to go and purchase it at another location. Far too much this game has been made easy for people just to play it, and they've lost the idea that this game is a survival sandbox MMO, which means it's always going to be difficult. There's always going to be somebody better than you. There's always going to be where you can go for like 2-3 days with no issues, and then you get absolutely creamed by Tumblerino and Joe's. Joe's 94. And I fucking love that. That's why I loved EVE Online so much, is you could go and do PvE stuff for weeks and not see any players, and then when you're trying to move stuff, they've been watching you for fucking weeks, and they attack you, and you lose all your hard work. And that's because you just got lazy within the 2 weeks. I fucking love that shit. Care Bear bubble wrap? It is. It's pretty much that state, right? They're so used to the game being far too fucking easy that the moment that there's any form of hardship, they start the gum flapping nonsense. And the mentality should be is like, oh, we're up against players, they're reds, they're fucking us up. Right, okay, well let's leave this environment. Let's maybe go and hone our skills. We're not in this able. It's like, oh no, they're ruining it for us. No, you're ruining it for yourself because you don't have the knowledge. That's all it is. When you're versing people that hone their skills in this game, and you just flop around taking screenshots and third-person fucking cameras, what do you expect's going to happen? Wait till there's actually stuff to fight over, and you will be so pushed into a corner that it's going to be literally baby in the corner scenario. Nobody puts baby in the corner. Well, it will be baby going in the fucking corner, and there's no fucking dude coming to dance, dirty dance with you, right? Well, it's not necessarily rising up to beat ass, it's rise up to learn how to avoid situations like that. You don't have to become better or able to kill people like Tumblerino and Jace every day, right? You don't need to do that. You just need to know how to survive against players like that. That's the biggest thing people should be learning. And if you want to try and beat them at their game, then you know what to do, right? You just need to improve on set skills. But flapping gums is just not a good sign. That shows you really insecure as well. Don't like to be shown up in front of people that you don't know, right? Yeah, I like this. This skin is definitely on the top list, I think, for the Scorpius. Woo! Pretty center as well for landing, just not on the line. If we had got it centered, a little bit more to the left and a little bit more further forward, but I'll take that. I'll take that. It's quite a smooth landing. Yeah, but that takes time, Flying Wombat, right? A lot of people think that they're going to instantly jump into Star Citizen and they're going to be amazing at it. It's also the same mentality where there's a lot of players out there who are, oh, as soon as Master Mode's in, I'm going to be beating all the PvPers. No, you won't be. Because anyone who actually plays this game, right, Anyone who actually understands what they're doing in this game, anyone that is able to adapt and not run away and play other games, will literally be faster at progressing than you ever will be in Star Citizen. Because whilst you sit waiting for that perfect moment to start learning the game, people already have joystick muscle memory. Ondo, Tumbrino, Mordors, people like this, right? They're constantly using it, mums, whatever peripherals or people are using. If I'm constantly using joysticks, and CIG changed the way flight is, it only takes me 30 minutes to relearn it all again. Because I see where CIG go with things. But if you're not in that situation, there's no way you can ever comprehend what another player is doing. Also, they could enjoy the game as well if they just simply acknowledge other players' skills. Exactly. It takes away that pressure, right? Anytime that I'm versing somebody sweaty, nude, I'm not in my head going, oh my god, this fucking sweaty player, blah 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 blah. I'm going, right, how can I try and beat this person? You know, and I will try some moves, see how it goes, and if I can't beat their aim, then I just fucking warp away. And then if they keep chasing after me, then obviously I will be like, oh, fucking sweat lords and stuff like that. I already know that there's always going to be somebody out there every single day, every single second. I could fly to a location and there's going to be somebody. Oh, shit. That's dope. Is that new? Do they sell models here? That's kind of cool. Is that the brutality? Yeah. A bit faint on the thing. That's pretty dope. Looks like they fixed the consoles as well, which is good. Where was I going with it? Yeah, I always have the mentality that there's somebody out there ready to fucking wreck me. So that's why, like I said, I'm flying around in the Scorpius just testing it out. I'm not engaging anyone. I'm keeping fast and furious, even though with Hadouken or Hero and Tumbrino jumping, or now I've got Tumble in my head, right? Tumbrino flying around. Like, even though they're red, even though they're in my chat, I'm always in the back of my mind they can attack me at any time. When Tumbrino said there's the Mantis is with him, that's instantly recorded in my head of, right, okay, they're friendly just now, they're not engaging me, but if they pin me down, that shit can go fast. You know, there we go. You've got to take that into consideration. It's the same as even if you're a viewer of my channel, or a subscriber, or say you've taken out a loan and you've dropped 10 grand on my channel. Not encouraging that at all, by the way. That's just a meme. Say you did something like that and I want to kill you. I'm going to kill you. I don't care if you're like a long-term viewer of me. Like, generally I don't kill these days unless it's for a reason. And especially with 318. 318 Live makes a much more bolder reason for me to kill players, because I want to actually have people doing logistics, aka salvaging, aka buying stuff from hangars and stuff when we can actually do physicalized cargo. Mining is something that myself and the organization don't really have a give a shit for, but I want to start improving on these relations of having somebody that follows us around and does salvaging. Somebody that jumps in comms and goes, Dark, are you doing any killing? Mind if I do salvaging? It's like, yeah, hop in, here's the fucking location, right? That all comes in 318, so people better be prepared. When that couple are fighting in their hammerhead and they're like, why are they attacking me? You are in a loot box and you don't see it. You're in a two-man hammerhead versing a PvP tactical group and you are loot to them. It's not that they're just killing for sport. That is obviously a big reason in Star Citizen, or has been for a very long time, but you're now flying in loot. Taking you into a soft def and then taking you out is for loot, you know? Hey, Hero, how you doing, dude? Exactly! First Warrior, how you doing, dude? And again, this is where players just don't see this. Yes, there's PvP in the game. Yes, sometimes people will just kill for the shitty reason, you know? For me, I generally look at it that unless I'm doing something, I let the typical Aurora or maybe sometimes a Cutlass fly away or stuff like that. You know, there are times I don't just kill people. But in 318, if you turn up in a Cutlass or something of that size and I've got somebody who's doing salvaging, I'm gonna soft def you. I don't need to have a reason for it. I'm gonna soft def you because you're payday. You've trickled into my little fucking funnel web and there we go. No, what the fuck, burnt down to come in, let's have a fight, boring? What do you mean? Oh, yeah. You're talking about where we actually have a reason now to kill and make money. Yeah. With the piracy as well. If that's where you're going with Hero. Could I escape an Economy snub and then the Economy is soft def? You could, but then you're not warping anywhere average, right? That's the biggest problem with that is you could escape in the snub, yeah. No, I'm not bounty hunted it. I'm just literally testing out things right now. How much loot is in the Hammerhead, like salvage, skin and other things? Well, the thing is, right? In the future, you're going to be able to take off the guns, right? That's going to be a big thing. Components scraping or salvaging is going to be a big thing in the game. Right now, you can only skin ships. But you would actually make quite a bit of money. I think you'd be, what, like 30 to 100k on a Hammerhead. I think it is. And it doesn't take that long either, if you've got the actual ability to do it. And this is where players like that couple need to understand that if you're going to fly around in a 2-person Hammerhead and you are dying to players, it's not because they're griefing, it's not because they're fucking toxic or bad players or anything like that, it's you are getting looted. And that's just the game, right? You're just getting looted. It's such a big thing in 318. But you can avoid players like that easily. Vulture would take a few trips for a Hammerhead? Yeah, but I'm saying, like, if you're gonna kill a sub-capital of that size, then yeah, you kind of want to have like a decent salvaging team. This is why, like, if anybody has like a salvaging team, and you're dedicated salvagers, and you don't mind getting your hands dirty, give me a ring. Because I don't plan to do it. Like, I only specialize in sort of killing and survival and stuff like that, FPS or whatever, but I would love to work with logistics in the future. Especially if we actually do get pyro, but I doubt it. You also don't need to buy a vulture, you can also be the forklift guy. Yeah, dude. Saying that though, if they, you know how they were talking about where you have this, right? I don't know if you guys have actually seen it. They're planning to where you have to offload ships with cargo in the future. Like, it's not just going to magically disappear. I love this idea because I've said for many years, I would love to be a forklift guy. So when I've got nothing to do, I could be driving around in one of these bad boys, right? I will offload your ship. If you had something like this, I would love that job. No joke. Just sit here with some nice music, have chats, coffee, and just offload your ship, and then go out, do a little bit of killing, come back. I can't wait for this stuff. You need a forklift license? I don't think that'd be difficult to get one. I wouldn't mind actually licenses in the game. Like, long as they're easy and fun, like a little mini game for somebody, you know? Maybe it ups, it doesn't actually, like, you can use the vehicle anyway. But if you had a license, right? So you don't, what I'm saying is you don't have to have a license to use the vehicle before anyone freaks out about that. But if they actually had it where you had like courses and that ups your money from an NPC, that would be cool. That's pretty cool. I don't know what much to do today though. Like, does anybody know when it's going to go to Open Wave? Let me just quickly check here. Got any details? Also, I need to quickly send Jack something. Just like a bounty hunter license currently in game? Yeah, exactly. I generally feel that bounty hunting, what CIG need to sort of do with it is make it where if you do more, you get more outcome or like income out of it. You don't necessarily need to have a license to do bounty hunting, but if you want to have more money, then you would, right? Just like you do with NPCs. Just sending the details to Jack. Anybody up to anything this weekend? Anyone doing anything good? We love a ton of manual jobs like mini fridge refiller. You joke about it, but if a game has that sort of stuff, it's really good fun. There we go. Send all the details to Jack. A friend of mine getting Tarkov, but I want to convince him to get ready or not instead. How much have they updated that, by the way, Verse? Sorry guys, just checking an email. Yeah, I've got ready or not the police game, but I've not played it in a few months. This server's good? What's going on? Lots of combat? For some reason I'm just not in the mood, right? I just want life. SBK. Is there anyone oh, it's Croncy. Croncy. Do you need another? You guys could probably handle it. Killed him already once. I would actually love to do ammo refilling in thing. I'm gonna try and give me a sec, chat. I'm gonna do a little bit of customizing on this screen whilst I'm here, right? Give me a second. Is that there? Yeah. I'm gonna quickly just reset this. This is gonna look weird for a split second. Also, I got massive encoding issue as well. Oof. Actually, wait. That is killing my stream for some reason. Oh god. Not the encoding nonsense again. End of the frames, yeah. God, here we go again. Why does OBS do this recently? It's so fucking scuffed, man. It's just freaking out. Completely freaking out. It's nothing to do with... maybe it... Yeah, it's constant encoding. It's going fucking nuts. Let's see if I can go back here, right? What this will do. Oh, God. Yeah. Literally, the OBS is taking a shit dive for some reason. I need to go back to 28, I think. It's only on this PC though. Come on, settle down, you piece of shit. I may need to restart OBS. Fuck off. The thing is, I'm not even using like any resources. It's just having a fucking heart attack. 40% CPU. GPU is really high though. It's settled down now. GPU's gone down. Ah, it's rising. Why is it doing this, man? Have you tried turning it? Funny enough, you joke about that, but that actually works really well.